Hello, everyone, and welcome to Isaac News Today, where we are here to have a great time, forget about our troubles, and press on. So, everyone, I am very excited. Let's get started, see what we got going on in the newsroom. Now, last week, I asked how many of you have seen a wooden snowman before, and I actually got a photo from Joanne in North Dakota, who showed this little beauty right here. And if that just isn't the cutest wooden snowman I've ever seen, I don't know what is. And it's just adorable. I love it. So, we're going to get into our fun fact for the day, which comes to us from the HuffPost.com and is about, let me find it here, this little guy, the octopus. Now, as you can imagine, there are lots of facts about the octopus, but I'm going to share 3 with you today. The first is that it is widely considered to be the smartest invertebrate. On top of that, it also has 3 hearts and blue blood. The plural is octopuses, and they technically do not have tentacles. They're called arms. Tentacles are solely used for squids and other animals of that type. And I know I said 3, I now realize I have 4. But hey, that's a bonus one for you. And yes, it is so cute. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, y'all. So with that, welcome to the dojo, grasshoppers. And we are going to get into your questions very soon. Like, right now soon. And as you can tell right now, y'all, there is a lot going on in my hometown. My cousins are playing in lots of basketball games. They're getting close to finals or they're in finals. And so I'm going to be excited for when I get to go see that. And we got 8 responses here, and we are going to answer your questions. And Alf Lorene is asking, is there a wooden octopus? And yes, probably somewhere. If you have a picture of that, send it to me. Okay, so our first question comes from GH Daily Riddles, starting off with a riddle. Okay, so this belongs to you, but everyone else uses it. See, I want to get really philosophical there. I'm thinking it's like your heart or kindness or something like that. What do you guys think? It belongs to you, but everyone else uses it? I'm at a loss. What do you guys think? Exactly. All right, we'll keep thinking about that. If you guys know the answer, please put it in the comments. Your name, Anna says. I could see that. And Lorene says your looks. And Alf says your car. And Catherine says your name as well. Yeah, your name. I think that's probably going to be the right answer. Christian says your name. I agree with you, Chris. I got you. Thank you. And we're going to look forward to hearing that answer. So from Goat Nubian, since you have lived on a farm, what breed of goat do you recommend? And what breed of donkey do you recommend for goats? I honestly don't know what the correlation is between goats and donkeys. Even though I did grow up on a farm, we just had the standard horses, chickens, some cows, too many chickens. It was a pleasure to work at Chick-fil-A, let me tell you. But my favorite breed of goat, I don't know, Billy. That would be my recommendation of goat. And as far as donkey, I don't know, the standard. The standard kind of donkey, I don't know. But that's a great question. I'll look into what other types of donkeys there are. That might be our fact for the next time. Rhonda says, your bathroom. Okay, thank you. Shrek's donkey. Yes, I agree with that, Alf. Yes. So I would go with Shrek's donkey. Thank you. All right, so now for our weekly tongue twister. Oh, gosh. Say Irish wristwatch 5 times. Okay, let's do this. Try this at home, people. See if you can keep up. Note, they don't say fast. So I'm just going to see if we can do it. Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch. Boom. Thank you. Yes, I can. How about y'all? How you doing? So from Kathy, we got blank. Speaks louder than words. I get you, Kathy. Thank you. Okay. From Victim, I need some help. Someone keeps using my name to push their personal agenda. I am pretty sure it is my uncle living in Texas, but I am not sure how to confront him on this issue. Any help would be great. Thanks. And in regards to the tongue twister, Anna says, impressive. Thank you. It is very fun to try to do tongue twisters. I really like it. Alliteration is awesome. So, gee, I don't know. If your uncle's using your name, man, that's either a very caring uncle or a too much caring uncle. Because my dad actually is an uncle, believe it or not. And I think sometimes when he fills out a form, he's used some of my cousins' names. So, I don't know. But if, okay, I'll take it serious. Try to message him privately, say that you do think he's amazing, but, ask him to stop or something. That probably would work. A very caring uncle, Alf says. Yes, I would agree with that. Don't confront, give cheeseburgers. Never. No. I mean, that always would work, but... Andrew says, I too have an uncle. Yes, I love that line. That's a good one. Okay, from Pippi. What was your favorite subject in school? What subject do you think was most beneficial now that you have graduated? I've graduated high school. I'm not done with college yet, but favorite subject, math, because in no way is math subjective. So if you need to know x plus y equals z, it will always be x plus y equals z. It's not going to be, well, you should know x plus y equals z, but I don't really care about that, so it'll just be x squared plus y squared equals z squared, or whatever it is. But my subject that is the most beneficial now that I have graduated, math, honestly. You know how to calculate tips, you know how to calculate for tax, and if you know how to apply it, it's very useful. Science is also clever, but I'm still a math guy. Okay, so also, y'all, it is time for our philosophy phrase of the day, which comes from Nicolas Champfort, the French philosopher, who said, happiness is not easy to find. It's very difficult to find it in yourself, and impossible to find anywhere else. I think we can learn something from the past. I always love how these philosophers say words that still apply to today. And they weren't even meaning to. They were thinking about their time. But he is a very interesting story if y'all look him up. I did a bit of research, but haven't spent too much time on it. And also, Alf Loreen says history is the best. You are wrong, objectively. I'm sorry, history is not the best. History is great. And those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. I just don't like the way history classes are taught because it all depends on the teacher telling you what's important. That's why I don't like history. But thank you very much. Okay. So from Misaka, I want to consume some Japanese media. Do you have any recommendations? Number one, don't actually eat it. I think if you ate discs with any discs, it probably wouldn't be good for you. But as far as Japanese media goes, my favorite Japanese show I've seen is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's just great. Don't recommend it for kids. I really don't recommend that for kids, but it's great plot, great development. All in all, it's just fantastic soundtrack, seriously. I really enjoy it. So, from Sensei Lovers of America, love that name, thank you. How would you advise new parents on how to manage their kids' screen time? At what age would you allow them to have a phone? Great question. So, managing screen time is very difficult, especially in today with online school. But the best answer I would say when I become a parent, I will limit it as much as I can until they're 10 years old, because their imagination can just do so much without extra influence, and the possibility of becoming overstimulated by all the electronic media is very possible and has negative side effects. As far as what age would you allow them to have a phone, I didn't have a phone till I was 18. I tried having one when I was 13 and I lost my phone, and then I didn't have another chance till I was 18, and I bought it myself with the money I earned from working at Chick-fil-A. So I say when they can afford it, that's the great way to have it. Pay for the cell phone plan, but they need to show the determination to have a phone. You can get a phone without internet capability. Yes, that is also a great alternative, Alf. Thank you. Uh, Basically, yeah, phones are great, but you don't need internet to use a phone because way too many possibilities can occur. So let them prove themselves to you first that they're worthy of your trust. That's what I say. Kids got to prove. Hashtag in front of that. Okay, from Mari. Our fixer-upper home just got its guest room remodeled. We are deciding on what to fix on next before I officially move in after May 30th. Would you choose to work on the master bedroom, take out the pink carpet and paint, living room, take out carpet and paint, or the basement? Walls need to have thicker insulation. Great question. I would leave the basement for now. That would be my recommendation. I would go with the living room because that's probably where most TV will be watching and most guests will see first, if that's what you're interested in keeping up appearances. But the master bedroom, you got to make sure you're comfy when you're sleeping. That's all I got to say. But congratulations on moving in after May 30th. Oh, and Alf Lorene say put in a pool, Mari. Yes, pools would be good. Wow, that's a lot of comments. Okay, yeah, you could... Sorry, my screen just freaked out with all the comments. That's great. All right, so from Would You Rather. Would you rather do a 30-day fast from your phone or the TV? And since it is getting warmer outside, would you rather bike or walk outside? Great questions. Thank you. I think I'd rather go without TV because my phone can let me watch what I would on the TV, but I can take it anywhere. So I think I would rather fast the TV. What would y'all rather pick? TV or phone for 30 days? And as far as it's getting warmer, would I rather bike or walk? Walk. I love biking, but walking just enables you to go everywhere else. Like, you have to worry about roads, and then if you try to go and there's a car... I've biked in Germany on the road, and cars get behind me, and it just freaks me out, so I would much rather walk anywhere. Plus, that's what Jesus did, and, what would Jesus do? I would rather walk. And Alvarine says TV. Catherine says TV as well. I would agree. Yeah, that's definitely it. All right. And then from Hello, how do you feel about people who put in a question at the last minute? I think it's great. I mean, any question is good because it keeps the show going, and y'all are the reason I'm here in the first place. So I appreciate all of you for supporting me so that way we can start spreading light and good news throughout the world. So that's how I feel about people who put questions in at the last minute. Thank you for asking. So now, as we are preparing to wrap up, I have a few exciting announcements. Well, depending on where you live, but midterms are coming up. My midterms are next week, and so I have a lot of studying that needs to be done. So to everyone going through life right now, it's time to state that message. It will get better. God is still good, and He still loves you. My parents raised me with the saying, it's okay to have a pity party. Just set a time limit on it. So to all of you watching, when you start getting weighed down by life, set a timer. During that time, complain, vent, whatever you want. But once it goes off, make an effort to see the good in the world. I will be attempting this before I begin studying this weekend. So, thank you all, and I hope you have a great night, grasshoppers. Thank you for joining me. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. God bless.